plasticky thing in there. All right.
I just go for it.
You just kind of open up
12
your
ounces of- yeah.
throat and just
Wait
pour
for it to
pour the
get
beer
foamy,
down.
yeah.
It'll get foamy in your
Slow
mouth.
pour.
16 ounces.
Yeah.
They're pints.
What do you have? What is that?
Vanilla porter.
Oh, okay. From
Breckenridge.
Okay.
One of the best beers I ever had was that. That was the first time I had a whiskey aged or a bourbon.
Oh,
bourbon
barrel
aged, barrel
yeah.
aged. Yeah, it was that beer, barrel aged. We went to the brewery and the guy's like, I know you've had most of our beers. You got to try this one. Yeah,
you won't believe it.
All right, yeah, whatever.
You remember the Texas Toast Red
Really
was
good.
bourbon barrel?
Yeah,
aged.
that was really good too.
Yeah.
There's something about your first though.
Avery's always had good barrel aged beers.
Who does?
Avery's.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Devin says hi to you.
Hey, Devin.
By the way.
And I like the shirt. I need one in 3XL.
Who are you talking to?
Devin.
Oh, you're talking to SS. You mean
Yeah.
SS is just did the design. We'll get that design up on Teespring.
What make SS? Get him one.
Sure. I tried to, send SS some stuff, and he's like, nope. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got to tell you, Joe, every step of a left-handed guitar throws me off. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh shit.
It's upside down and back.
Yeah, like drilling the ground hole for the bridge. I wanted to go that direction, which would have gotten me nowhere.
Yeah. You kept going.
Yeah, and putting the headstock logo on. I think Matt actually was like, whoa, that's a Lefty.
Did I?
Yeah. This one or the other one.
Upside down would have been cool too, though.
Well, yeah.
I've got that Schecter.
You'd be okay with that.
I got that Schecter V. The Gary Holt one. And it's upside down.
Yeah.
The devil inlay was inlaid for a right hand guitar.
Oh, okay.
So the gold horns are facing down instead of up.
Yeah. So anyway. Are we going?
Okay, we are just about. Let's just go ahead and get started here, because in the moment that it takes me to finish this sentence, which I'm going to go real slow, by the time I'm done with it, it'll be time to be exactly 4:00, but not right now. There we go, 4:00. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Matt, and we're back with another reveal. This time we've got our buddy Joe Caswell, who's been hanging out with us in the shop for 4 or 5 years, and
since we used to do buddy guitar now.
But this guitar is upside down. Do not attempt to adjust your television or your computer screen, right? Joe, what in the world is this here? This is like I lost my mind when I said, yeah, I'll let you do this one.
This is my Rat Rod Challenger.
Okay. But it's so let's get it on so everybody can see what's up with it. So this is actually, so it's a Lefty level 1.5, kind of. Well, actually, we one of the things that we did with this was you only wanted one pickup, so we actually had to see if you guys can see how the neck actually still goes into the body the same amount, but there's no pickup to cover it up. And we were like, so we would oil our necks after they were glued in, right, Chris?
Yes.
But we didn't want to do that on this one. So this guitar kind of inspired us to change how we do the level ones across the board.
Change the game. That's right.
What's for everyone?
Yeah, no, you made it. You made it good for
better for everyone by forcing us to do something outside of what we would do.
What we didn't really want to do, but as it turns out, I think it was a good idea.
It's a better deal.
So tell us what's going on here, Chris.
Well, so it's a level 1. So durable thin finish.
But it's not really a level 1, because a level 1 is supposed to only be P90s. But it's not really a level 2 either.
Well, Well, so Joe said, I want a level 1, but I just want one P90, and I want one volume and a kill switch or a kill button, and I want to use a Kaler bridge.
So when I got the original body from Steve, It didn't have the switch hole, but it did have 3 holes because I thought you wanted volume, tone, and a switch. We'll just drill that other hole out and we'll put that switch in there. And I forgot you wanted the Kaler. So then we had another body floating around.
Yeah, so it had all the string through holes as well.
Yeah, so this has a different bridge than we normally use and a different control layout than we normally use, and one less pickup than we normally use.
And no holes.
No holes, no ferrules. Yep.
And Joe said, just fill those holes and paint over them. I'm like, no, that's not going to look right.
Yeah.
Let's make it be good. So yeah.
Yeah. And then what else is different about this one? It's got locking tuners.
Oh, yeah.
It's got industrial knobs. Show those off to the
What do you think of those, Joe? Do you have those on anything?
No, this is the first ones I've gotten.
Have you tried it yet? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I tuned them up. I tuned up the E.
Wow. Yeah. Actually, you know what? That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually like them quite a bit. I'm not that I was a hater before, like some people, but they're actually pretty neat because you don't have to really grab it by the ears. You just grab it.
They're almost like designed for like the banjo style tuning.
This a wise. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So it's still a carved top, and and it's got the was that secret silver, Chris? What do you think of the Kaler? Now that's not the tremolo one.
Correct.
If this were the Kaler trem, the back would still look the same.
It would.
But this is a fixed or Kaler hardtail, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, which comes with its own set of challenges. They're cool. They're ultra adjustable in every single way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it took me slightly longer because it's not the standard thing that I do.
What I like about them is it's the same one, left hand or right hand, same bridge. Just adjust the.
You had to switch the.
Well, so I switched because 2 of the rollers, the E rollers are slightly different, so I swapped those. But that was only because I noticed it. So, but it's it really is the same piece both ways. And what else?
So Lefty says no Bondo. No, there's no Bondo on this guitar.
No Bondo.
I don't like to put Bondo on stuff unless, well, I mean, and the durable thin finish is you can see grain.
You can see grain and you can see patches.
You can see patches
where there's no grain. I suppose you could fake it.
Yeah.
in something like that, but it's not worth it. There you would notice if there was a bunch of filler in this guitar.
Yeah. Dan says that we made it good. And we did. Yeah, I don't know. Just because the level 1 is our lowest priced guitar. First of all, it's not a cheap guitar. And second, it's an entry point, not an entry level. So I didn't want to be like, well, it's our whatever. So we're just gonna fill it with Bondo. That's not gonna name any names, but I have heard from you, Chris, about a company that did exactly that. Not on one of their kind of high end, super wowie zowie guitars, and I'm not going to name any names, but
and then didn't want to didn't want to admit it.
Yeah,
and flat out lied.
Well, that's no good.
Nope.
I've used Bondo on an Epiphone before.
Yeah,
I feel the next.
Well, it's one thing if the end user does.
So the one that I'm talking about, it wasn't, like, oh, here's a dent, oh, here's some tear out. It was, oh, the CNC machine ground off half of this side. We'll just
really,
it was bad. It was a ton of stuff.
You told me about it, but I never saw it. So
and it started to. It wasn't even Bondo. It was some sort of glue and wood filler, and that started to swell and contract and do stuff like that, and so it all busted apart.
Okay, it
was cool.
So that was one of the stories that has always resonated with me. Like if there's a little bit, a tiny little crack or something, okay, but not a big patch of Bondo and
right. Yeah. I mean, wood filler is a thing, but reconstructing a guitar brand new is another thing. I've used Bondo on. I bought a guitar. It looked like they dropped it onto a pedal board. You could actually see the knob prints in it. And had to fix that with Bondo.
Yeah,
worked out great.
There you go. All right. So, Joe, what do you think now that you've seen it? Because you've stopped by a couple times, you've seen it before, but and you added this this little Jesse James right here.
Yeah, it's a brass 6-shooter.
So it looks kind of like a revolver cylinder, and yeah. And what's the big idea with this control? You can't get it.
This is a monetary switch I like on my guitars.
Okay.
It's the kill switch.
So you can and it doesn't lock in place, right? It just you push it and it kills it and you put okay. All right.
And no tone because who needs tone?
Yeah, just volume's a kind of tone.
It is. I actually had a tone knob on this because tone is a volume is a tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the tone knob doesn't add tone, takes away tone.
That's right.
Yeah. At 10,
it
that's
puts a
all
chokehold on it.
That's right. Yeah, as you turn it down, less tone.
Yep. Yep.
By definition.
So, Joe actually asked us you're the first guy who really asked and then backed it up with, I want one, here's money, a Lefty Challenger. We've made a handful of Lefty Challengers before, like
this is the first level 1, level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we asked Steve if he could do it, and he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So boom, here we are, Lefty Challenger. So if you guys are wanting to let's say you broke your arm and you need a left-handed. No, if you're a left-handed guitar player and you're like, man, I can't get any love for my guitar because I'm left-handed, no problem. We can help you out with that with either with any of the levels, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can get any of our
you got to pick the color. It's not black, white, or red.
Yeah.
Or black sunburst.
Yeah.
Or TV yellow.
Or I
see what you mean.
Like most manufacturers, have the same 3 colors throughout their whole line.
Okay.
Black, white, red, or
3-color sunburst.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like if you wanted I would imagine unless you went to Silver Guitar Company USA, they probably make everything silver.
Yeah.
And they don't exist.
No.
So, and even if they did, they don't make left.
I like this color. I think this color works really, really well in this finish. So
now this is a standard level 1 color as of right now, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we've done a couple others in this color.
I also got the silver because it makes me think of like an old rat rod.
Are you gonna put stickers and stripes and stuff on it?
I'm gonna put the Kruger sticker on it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
We might have another sticker for you too that you'll like.
The hamburger one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hamburger.
Hamburger one?
Yep.
So Joe, what do you think, man? You've never actually seen it. You've seen it a handful of times. What do you think? You were rocking it out a little bit, and is it cool?
Yeah, it beat what I was expecting.
I can't play it, so I couldn't do my one chord that
I mastered E and A minor the other day on it. That's about it.
All you need is E and D.
Yeah,
I can't play no D's on a lefty.
Oh yeah, these frets feel good.
I could find a place to do it, but yeah.
No sharp edges.
Nope. It's a Texas Toast guitar. So yeah, man, it's ready to rock. When are you gonna play out with it, Joe?
Oh, right after I ever get another band again.
Okay. Are you thinking about?
It's hard. Nobody wants to do like real industrial anymore.
Okay, yeah. Trevor, who was just here, used to be he might still be into super industrial stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
He's watching right now. Trevor, do you like to do super industrial stuff? Maybe you and Joe can rock out, can jam out.
That'd be cool.
So Shane says he can play lefties, and he says that lefties are just sexier than other guitars.
There you go.
Do we have another? Can you hand me that level 1 or put it up so people can believe that we're not just flipping the camera around? So look here. See, looky here now. There you go. Look, almost mirror image. Dan says he could probably play lefty just as well as righty.
And no holes in the back.
Yes, that's right. Trevor says let's do it. So so you might be able to get a a band with like electric guitars and
that's nice.
Edge grinders or whatever you guys are into. Yeah.
I think this one and that one were the first.
If you can get a
This has almost like a
808
satin
kick
feel.
drum. It's got a satiny finish, yeah.
Yeah.
This has more of a matte.
Well, it's the same. It's the same paint, but yeah, because of the grain here, it's slightly different.
Do you
But
think
it's still got a sheen though?
do you think that we should offer the durable thin finish, which is not exactly really nothing like the 73 finish, but do you think we could offer that with a mahogany neck, or do you want to steer clear of that?
I don't know. We did that in classes, and people seem to be fine with it.
Okay.
We could try it.
I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you like to have a level 1 with a mahogany neck? I don't know if it's something that we're willing to do, but adding some new wood choices and some new other options are going to be kind of what the website is going to have coming up very, very soon. Rusty Shackelford says, "Will you show off other guitars when they're done if they seem cool?" Actually, Rusty, we try to show off just about everything we build on Friday Reveals. So yours will be one that we no doubt show off when it's done. John says it's like the camera is flipped, but it's not. Did you ever get back to Jay Van B?
No, I didn't, but I did get his email. I was going to do that at lunch, and then I just started inhaling food.
Okay.
But I will get back to him today. I'll do that in between live chat or live streams today. Look for an email shortly.
Yeah. So well, I don't know, man. I mean, what else do you take us home, Joe? What else we got?
The Gary. Mr. Kaler.
You know, you brought me I had no idea that he was making stuff again, and you said, "Oh yeah, you can still get it." So here we are.
Well, for a long time I couldn't get them, then I saw that you can, so I just order from them directly.
I think I have actually ordered a handful of Kalers from him since you let me know they were available. People really like them, and they're cool. So Michael Beckloff says that it's super cool guitar and he loves the color. I think he's got one in that gray, or did Chris Beckloff make a gunmetal?
Well, so we mixed up a very special edition.
Ooh, special
for
edition.
Chris Beckloff. Yeah, that was it's more blue. We started with this color and added some blue to it.
Okay. Rob's Hog, or Rob Shog, if you're me and mispronouncing it, says, "Sorry, I'm late. Don't sweat it. You can watch these again later on, and everybody, in 45 minutes we're going to be doing another one of these, and we've got a bunch of people or a bunch of guitars that we're going to show off, and yeah, so we've got to get ready for that. But we got anything else we want to talk about in this
I don't
reveal?
think so.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, gang. Well, level 1.5.
1.5. It actually says that inside.
If anybody wants one of these, don't ask me to do it. I'm not making another one. Now, Joe, here's a question. I like Kalers too, but is there anything that this bridge does that the Hipshot doesn't also do?
It's got the fine tuner, so that
fine tuning.
When you're playing, if you're sharp or flat, you can strum and hit here, so you don't have to keep moving your hand back and forth.
Okay. All right. So if
don't grab the wrong tuner.
I do not think so. If somebody wants a Kaler, I'm not 100% sure that we're willing to do that. That's going to be a special order, right, Chris?
Yeah.
So this was kind of a test to see if we could do it. Would you want to put do you think the trem one would make? The trem one is lockable. So if you're going to do one, I'm not saying you should have gone with the trem one, Joe, but you should have gone with the trem one, Joe.
I don't.
I don't think Joe's a big. Yeah, he's a momentary.
Okay. All right.
Guy.
All right.
Anytime he gets nervous, instead of grabbing the wang bar, he just goes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, if anyone who wants a Kaler, well, really, just let me know. Imagine, Chris, if there was like a super.
We've discussed this. How many repetitions before you start feeling like you've really got it down?
Yeah,
like today, in when I was walking Trevor through all the steps on his, we're pre-setting up the bridge.
Yeah.
And I can almost get those things right without having strings on them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now we're going to do this. Now we're going to turn this screw, you know, He's like, man, you got this down. I'm like, I've put more than a few of these Hipshot bridges on guitars recently.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So how many before I start feeling really, really good about my Kaler skills?
You're going to have to do, 20 or
at least,
or 50.
at least 2 more.
50, 55 more.
55.
Right hand would be a lot different than left hand.
Well, yeah, so I started putting strings on it, and I looked down, I'm like, those are on backwards.
Okay. Remember I was saying, like, if you want a mahogany neck, we'll add stuff like that. I'm not going to add Kaler as a standard option.
Yeah.
You got a
menu.
Yeah.
Kaler.
Oh. You're going to have to come correct.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to start peeling off 5s
and maybe
10s, 20s,
bring
30s. 30. Whoa, there's no $30 bill with Joe Caswell's picture on it. So anyway,
supply the Kaler too.
Yeah, and a bucket of chicken or something good. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this for Kalers just for anybody. So okay, all right, gang. Oh, and you know what though, Hipshot does make everything in black.
Yeah.
So if you want a black hardtail or trem, just go with the Hipshot.
Yep.
You'd be happy. All right. Okay, well, Joe, thanks for hanging out with us, and that's a cool guitar.
The industrial tuners.
It's definitely one. Oh yeah, I think those.
I'm gonna put those on a guitar because I'm they are interchangeable. If I hate them, I can take them off.
That's right.
And if I love them, I can buy more.
That's right.
Or if you just want the one on the E.
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
Now you're talking.
I think it's gonna turn way easier than one with ears.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we will see you at 5:00 Mountain Time for our final reveal of the night. And until then, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you in a moment. All right.